Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. I'm Brett Chapin, and we're joined today by casting director Joanna DeMoyer. If you have any questions for Joanna, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. But before I get to Joanna, I forgot to tell you during the last segment, well, both of you guys, I'm kind of excited because Tuesday night, I'm going to the opening of Memphis at the Pantages Theater.
Nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an amazing show. The tour is coming to the Pantages.
Now you're going in blind, right? Like you don't know much about the show, you haven't heard a lot of the music.
No, I don't know a lot about the show at all.
Do you always do that?
I kind of like that. Yeah,
Nice.
because then I can see the show. I can be pleasantly surprised. It's really cool.
Nice.
So if you guys want to see Memphis, which is sure to be an amazing show, make sure you visit the Pantages at BroadwayLA.org and find out all the information on that and your tickets and all that good stuff. But getting to Joanna. Hey,
Sure,
Joanna.
Brett, I'd love to go see Memphis on Tuesday night.
Yeah, where's our free tickets? Right? Now's the offer.
Well, you know, it's supposed to be an awesome show, so it's probably going to be worth paying for, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Joanna.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
It's an honor to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
I love talking to casting directors. You never get the chance, like in an outdoor setting, where you can actually talk about things, because there's such a pressure center at auditions, and it never feels natural, right? So it's fun to actually just get to chat.
Yeah. Maybe Joanna will cast us in something today.
I don't think it works like that, Brad.
Maybe? No?
Yeah. Oh, we're perfect for. No. I have a question for you.
Have you submitted on Actors Access
Probably
to
not.
any
Probably
of my
not today.
breakdowns?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That would help.
Don't you just run into you on the street and you get cast? Isn't that? I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Okay. The last commercial audition I was on last week, there was people dressed for seamstresses and people dressed for doctors, full-on costumes. And a part of me really doesn't like that. And I was wondering what your thoughts were.
Well,
good question.
Yes, it is. A lot of casting directors cringe at that sort of overt, like, oh, I'm going to wear a complete doctor's outfit. Definitely don't do it for a theatrical audition. A stethoscope too?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Detailed.
Right?
Most casting directors advise actors to wear something that hints at the person's profession as opposed to actually wearing the full-on costume, because then it looks like it's Halloween in the lobby. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, for commercials, though, there is an advantage to having a headshot that does portray the look you're going for. So if your main, niche is playing a businessman, then you should have shots that
Absolutely.
show you as a businessman. So I'm not surprised that happened, especially at a commercial.
Like a lot. I was wondering if I missed a new trend or something.
And were the seamstresses wearing, like, did they have a tape measure around their neck?
around their neck. Yeah.
Okay.
It was
And what were
amazing.
you wearing?
I was dressed as a normal person who fit the role as a prospective boyfriend. Like, it was like I was dressed just casually as that guy.
Were you auditioning for the doctor?
No.
You were auditioning for the random boyfriend.
Yeah, so I guess I was dressed like that, but that's a casual look. If I was for the doctor, I would not have had a lab coat or...
You would have worn a suit or a button down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
A business kind of, yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with picking colors that sort of... I mean, for a doctor, you might wear white or, like,
Okay.
light blue
Yeah.
as far as your button down goes. But...
As a confession.
Most people do.
You do it?
You do get laughed at sometimes for.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what I want behind closed door. Did you
But
see that
at
guy?
the same time, I mean, if I'm casting a hooker, then like I want to. Yeah, like unfortunately, that means you might be auditioning.
Right.
In something form-fitting that at least gives me an idea of what you're going to look like in a halter top and a miniskirt.
That makes sense.
Earlier on in my career, I used to do that all the time. I would dress as the part, and I never got cast any of those
Right.
times that I did that. Yeah.
Right,
And now I
right.
know why.
Although
Yeah.
it is kind of funny when you see sort of women walking around Hollywood and they look like, the walk of shame, but they're actually just going to audition somewhere.
Right,
But it's
right.
2 p.m. and they're wearing club outfits. So that's,
Yeah.
but it's Hollywood. People dress weird all the time. So
I like that you said suggested, because that's where I've always
Exactly.
been, and I was wondering if I missed the boat on something.
you're
Right,
doing
doing it right.
you're doing fine. That's exactly what you should be doing is wearing an outfit that's appropriate. But yeah.
But you cast a show called The Secret Diary of an American Cheerleader, right?
Yes, correct.
And it's pretty popular on YouTube. I notice you have tens of thousands of hits.
Yeah, it's done really
awesome.
well. And actually, on that note, just not to revisit this whole topic.
Were they
but
dressed as cheerleaders?
A few did, but
Okay.
in that case, it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I mean, they're auditioning to be like high school cheerleaders. So if you actually were a cheerleader in high school and you wore your outfit, that's not completely goofy. But as an actor, the chances that you also have a medical degree are probably pretty slim. So
Was there a lot of
Probably.
physical activity in the audition room as well?
I did not cast the stunt people. We actually had
Ah,
professional cheerleaders fly into Los Angeles to shoot. Specifically, episode 4 was very stunt heavy, had a lot of routines, and so we had real cheerleaders do guest star roles for those parts. I cast actors that tended to potentially have a cheerleading background, but they're trained actors. I was
Right.
casting them for their talent, not for can you do a backflip. Like none of the series regulars had to do any stunts. They did do some things that were physical, but we weren't about to have them do anything on set that would have put their safety in jeopardy as far as stunts go.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest challenge during casting of that show?
Oh gosh.
Was there a particular role that was hard to cast, or
Well, actually, the lead role was very easy to cast because we had a lovely actress called Neva Mae McIntosh who just sort of, she blew me away, and I just really was sold on her. And so I pushed very hard to producers that she was the one and that she would carry the show and that she was, you know, miles better than all these other actors who were really good too. But I just thought she had a very, she was really good at being emotionally vulnerable. It is sort of a teen drama show. She has a secret. I won't tell you what it is because you should watch all 6 episodes of the show to find out.
Secrets in the title, Brett.
yeah?
Yes, she
It's
has
a
a
secret.
secret diary.
Is she
And
an American?
she is an
cheerleader?
American cheerleader.
Thought so. Nice.
Here's the twist. She's Italian. I don't know.
So as far as difficulties casting, I mean, you know, for example, I held 2 sessions. I saw a bunch of young women who were supposed to be playing, you know, a 16, 17-year-old cheerleader who had to, you know, look like they could be a cheerleader and hopefully move that way, et cetera, and also, you know, be really good at acting.
Sure.
And after my 2 sessions, I felt like I had really seen, you know, some amazing options. And my producer came back to me and, well, but could we just try to see more girls, you know, prettier girls? And I was like, are you kidding? These girls are very pretty. They look young enough. And so at that point, I went beyond the agency submissions and looked at the direct submissions, so the actors that submitted on Actors Access. And I actually, one of the actors who has a great agent and everything, submitted that way. Her agent probably was too big to bother with, you know, with a show that.
I love that. That's important.
Right, and so it was actually a girl called Katie Gill. She was the young child in Money Train, which I saw when I was probably below the age of 18. So yeah, but that I think a lot of the difficulties you have, you know, making the producers happy, and then you also have the actors to, you know,
Makes a lot of
contend
sense.
with as well.
Guys, if you have any questions for the very talented casting director, Joanna Demore, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. We'll be back on La La Land with Brett and Adam on CRN Digital Talk.